Path to Light, Chapter 3. Let us first recap what we learned in the last chapter. In the first chapter, we learned that there are 7 planes of consciousness. We all are beings of light, and we all have a potential to operate at any of the 7 planes of consciousness. At the first level is body consciousness, at the second is pleasure, at the third is respect, at the fourth is family, at the fifth is creativity, at the sixth is healing, and at the seventh is love. When a person operates at the first 2 levels, he is driven by black energy. He's helpless, and he's body conscious. When a person operates at the 3rd and 4th level, they're driven by gray energy, they're hyper, and they're mind driven. When a person operates at the 5th and 6th planes of consciousness, they're driven by white energy, they're happy, and they're driven by heart. And when a person operates at the 7th, they're driven by golden energy, they're pure love, and they're driven by the soul. There are primarily 2 energies in the universe, light and dark. When a person is operating at the 5th, 6th, and 7th plane of consciousness, they're driven by heart, they're driven by superconscious and the subconscious. When a person is driven by the 1st, 2nd, 3rd planes of consciousness, they're driven by mind and the conscious mind. When they're driven by heart, light enters them. Truth, detachment, wisdom, fearlessness, love, charity, humility, compassion, forgiveness, equanimity, faith, and surrender. These are the qualities that you will see in them. When a person is driven by mind, they can easily attract darkness, delusion, attachment, desires, fear, anger, greed, pride, jealousy, revengefulness, restlessness, doubt, and ego can easily enter them. When we enter the earth plane, there are 4 combinations of light and dark. The first combination is that our mother and father are both in light. The second combination is our mother is in light, but our father is in darkness. The third combination is father is in light, but the mother is in darkness. And the fourth combination is both mother and father are in darkness. Path to darkness. Delusion is the first step to darkness, believing that this whole world is real. This delusion leads us to attachment to ideas, people, and places, which further leads us to desires. If our desires are not met, we start fearing that person, or we start getting angry. If our desires are met, we start getting greedy or prideful. Greed and pride further leads us to jealousy. We start getting jealous of people who are ahead of us. We start feeling revengeful towards people who are competing with us. All these emotions of pride, ego, anger leads us to restlessness. Further, we start getting disconnected from the source and the doubt enters our heart. And further, ego becomes even more stronger. So how do we go back to light? The first step is to understand that we are in a giant bubble. It's a short time we are on earth. Truth leads us to detachment, which leads us to wisdom, which leads us to fearlessness. Anger goes away, love enters. Charity enters our heart. Humility. Jealousy goes away, compassion takes over. Revengefulness goes away, forgiveness takes over. Restlessness goes away, equanimity comes. Our faith develops back into the light, and we further feel surrendered to the universe. How to change direction. Suppose you were born in the 5th and 6th consciousness, which is of healing and creativity, driven by the white energy. And for some reason, your consciousness is now operating at the 3rd or 4th level of family and respect, or of the 1st and 2nd level of pleasure and body. Basically, you're driven by either gray energy or black energy. And you want to lift up your consciousness or your energy from gray or black towards white. So how do you do that? To change your direction, first step is knowledge. One could read the teachings of masters like Buddha, Jesus, and Krishna. Buddha's teachings are in his book called the Dhammapada. Jesus' teachings are in the book called Gospel of Matthew. And Krishna's teachings are in Bhagavad Gita. Let us look at all these three teachers, how their teachings are different yet similar to each other. We have seen that there are 7 planes of consciousness. At the 7th plane, one operates at the soul level. At the 5th and 6th level, one operates at the heart. At 3rd and 4th, one operates at the mind. And at the 1st and 2nd, one operates at the body. When you operate at soul, you're operating at superconscious. When you're operating at heart, you're tapping the subconscious. When you're operating at mind, you're tapping into the conscious. And when you're operating at the body, you're in the unconscious state. Krishna says, act with the surrender to the divine, which is basically surrender to the superconscious. Jesus says, listen to your heart. The kingdom of heaven is in the heart. Basically, tap into your subconscious and listen to your subconscious. Buddha says, control your conscious mind via meditation. The second step in the desire to change direction is meditation. When you start meditation, it's best to go for a 15 to 30-day retreat. One could go at the Z Meditation Center in Dharamshala, run by Ajay and Suruchi, or one could go to Vipassana, or one could come to Solan's White Light Center. Third step, once you meditate and contemplate, now you have to repurpose your life. You could go to various healers to ask and find help in re-looking at your soul's journey. You can go to Dr. Yogesh Chaudhary. You could work on your inner child and get help for finding a new direction of your soul from Runu Saxena. Or Mona Win in Boston can help you read your Akashic records and help you find your purpose. Smriti Sani in Toronto can do your energy clearing and help you live your purpose. And Cheshta Sani can help you with inner child and energy clearing work. The fourth step is, once you repurpose your life, is to start acting. You start living your purpose at the 5th and 6th consciousness. You become either a healer or a musician or an artist or a writer or a dancer or an entertainer or an innovator or a scientist or a creator. And the 5th step is devotion. As you live your purpose, you will feel more and more surrendered, and devotion enters your heart toward the divine consciousness. Summary. There are 7 planes of consciousness: love, healing, creativity, family, respect, pleasure, and food. At the first 4 levels, one operates at the mind and body. At the last 3 levels, 5th and 6th and 7th, one operates at the heart and soul level. When one operates at the lower levels, darkness can easily enter via delusion, attachment, desires, fear, anger, greed, pride, jealousy, revengefulness, restlessness, doubt, and ego. When one operates at the higher levels, at heart level, light easily enters via truth, detachment, wisdom, fearlessness, love, charity, humility, compassion, forgiveness, equanimity, faith, and surrender. If you were born at the higher planes of consciousness, at 5th, 6th, and 7th, and for some reason your consciousness gone down, knowledge will get your journey started. Teachers like Buddha, Jesus, and Krishna's teachings will help you reawaken. Second step is meditation and contemplation and self-reflection. Third step is to relook at your life, repurpose your life by help of healers like Dr. Chaudhary, Runu Saxena, Mona Win, Smriti, and Cheshta Sani. Fourth step, relook at your action, change your purpose, live your purpose. And the 5th step is devotion.